How's everybody doing this morning? We're with Renee the Attorney at his new office in Suntree, and he's going to kind of give us an update on 2024 to start off the new year.
Hey, good morning, man. I appreciate you coming out here. And 2023 was a crazy year. We purchased a new building, and so now we are up at 1329 Bedford Drive up in Suntree area, right near 95, near the Baytree entrance off of Wickham Road. So we're really accessible, even for all my clients that are coming from Palm Bay, Melbourne. You hit 95, get off 95. We're like a mile down the road on the right-hand side. So we're still really close. Last year in March, new law was signed governing personal injury cases. And as part of that new law is that if you are in an accident, you now have 2 years to bring a claim in court to file suit against the at-fault party for your injuries, or you can't bring it. The statute of limitations used to be 4 years, and now it's only reduced to 2 years. Problem with that is that the statute of limitations, by the time you go and see a doctor, get into a doctor, go through physical therapy, try to have epidural injections if you have a bad back injury, and then they recommend going through surgery, you're almost at that 2 year mark. So now I see we're going to have to start filing suit a lot quicker, especially for some of these more severe cases. But last year was a really good year for us. We've recovered millions of dollars for our clients. I don't like to put individual amounts out and have my clients go on and do reviews and say how much money I was able to that we were able to get from the insurance companies to recover for their injuries. That's my client's business. Most of my clients that come to me would not go to an attorney that does that because they know. The other part of the law that was changed last year was comparative fault. We used to be a pure comparative fault state, meaning say you were rear-ended at a traffic light, which is 90% of my cases. You're rear-ended at a traffic light, but you weren't wearing your seatbelt. Now that you weren't wearing your seatbelt, at trial, a jury decides that you're 50% responsible for your injuries because you weren't wearing your seatbelt. They give a $100,000 judgment. That judgment now gets reduced by 50%. So all you can recover from the defendant, the person who hit you, is $50,000 because it was reduced 50%. The new law is you have to prove that the defendant was over 50% responsible for your injuries, or you collect zero from the defendant. Now, when we say defendant, we know that it's an insurance company behind it. You can only collect 50%. You won't be able to collect anything from the insurance company, through the defendant, because you didn't find that person the jury didn't find that person over 50% responsible for those injuries. Another part of the law that was now applied to personal injury cases that was applied, I want to say it was the year before, to homeowners insurance claims, is we've had a law in the books for over 100 years that says that you're at a disadvantage with your insurance company. And being that you're at a disadvantage with your insurance company, if you have to sue your insurance company, let's use a roofing claim, for example, and it's $20,000 to put a new roof on your house. And we know that's probably really low for some roofs now. But say there's $20,000 that you have to pay for your roof. You sue the insurance company and say, hey, you're responsible, you need to pay for my roof. The adjuster, your own insurance adjuster, said that this was due to this hurricane, this windstorm, hail damage, whatever it may be. You need to pay for my roof. And they say, no, we'll give you $10,000. So now you have to go and you have to sue your own insurance company for them not doing what they're contractually obligated to do. The new law as it is now you have to pay that attorney. That attorney's fees comes out of that amount that would go to replace your roof. And if you win at trial, the insurance company doesn't have to pay your attorney's fees. So now you're at a disadvantage. You paid the attorney $10,000, $15,000 to take your case to trial, and you still have to pay $20,000 to have your roof done. Now you only have $5,000 to $10,000 to get your roof done, and you're still out of the money for attorney's fees. Well, they've just changed that over for automobile cases. Is if you have to sue your own insurance company, you rear end someone, cause injuries, that person say has to have a back surgery or something, or you hit someone on a bicycle, and you were sued. Your insurance company is supposed to pick up and provide benefits to you, an attorney for you, if you have the right coverage. And if you have to sue your own insurance company, they now don't have to pay your attorney's fees if you sue your own insurance company. So it's kind of a win-win for the insurance industry, simply because they no longer have to pay attorney's fees, and so there's no downside to them for that. So there was a whole lot of changes. The other big change was medical bills, and being able to say that the attorney and the medical provider have some type of a collusion going on. The old law used to be from the Supreme Court of Florida, said that personal injury attorneys know the doctors that treat automobile cases. If any of you have ever been in an accident, you know if you call your personal doctor is going to tell you that they don't accept auto insurance. You have to go to a provider that accepts auto insurance. So it's kind of logical to expect the attorney that practices auto insurance law knows the doctors that treat automobile accident victims. Well, most doctors don't accept Medicare or the Medicare rates. The new law is that the insurance companies' attorneys are now allowed to induce and say, hey, Medicare would have only paid this amount. So that doctor is charging, say, $1,000 for a procedure, but they say Medicare would have only paid $150 per procedure. Well, you still owe that doctor $1,000. And now the jury gets to make a decision whether or not it's only $150 that the insurance company has to pay you for that claim. So now you won your case, and you still owe the doctor $850 because Medicare wouldn't have paid the doctor $1,000. So it's a whole bunch of new stuff that went. And the biggest one, again, is the statute of limitations. It's really important if you've been involved in a car or motorcycle crash that you contact an attorney. I'd love it to be me, but make sure you contact an attorney. I'm here locally. As most of you know, I grew up here. My name is Renee Dial, and the law firm that I'm a partner in is Dial Klein PLLC in Melbourne. I just do all of my marketing for you guys and is under Renee the Attorney. I like it simple like that. You can reach me at 321-926-8002. You can reach me on Facebook, Instagram, even TikTok. I don't dance on TikTok, at Renee the Attorney, or you can even go to reneetheattorney.com. If you guys have any questions or anything like that, a legal question, even if it's not personal injury related, I am always available. And, I like to have a chance to sit down and talk with you, have a cup of coffee. And if you have a question, give me a call. And I appreciate it again, you coming out here today.
Thank you.